Give me an NFC team we're not talking about enough, Chris. Who are we not?
NFC team we're not thinking about.
Correct.
Enough. I'm going to say the Saints, because I do think that they're going to be a really good-looking team on the defensive side. I mean, I can remember watching them going against Tom Brady and exactly, what all they were able to do to him on the defense. And then adding Derek Carr. And I know Derek Carr really hasn't ever won anything, but he can keep it together. I don't think that Derek is going to crack the code. He's going to know what he's doing. He's going to know how to run Pete Carmichael's offense. He's going to be able to get it done. And then the defense is going to be hopefully what it has been. So I just think in a lesser division in the NFC South, they could be that team that ended up winning 12 kind of games and getting some home playoff games in that dome, and could scare the Philly, Dallas, San Francisco crowd this year.
And then let's do that for the AFC, because we're all focused on the division winners from last year, and for good reason. The Jets, we just hit with Rodgers, and clearly there's somebody lurking out there that's going to pop in and maybe make the playoffs when they didn't last year. Which is that AFC team in your mind?
I really feel like anybody out of the AFC North could end up there. So I'm gonna do a block grant there to myself and say that's a possibility. But I really think that we have to think in terms of what the Chargers could be. And I do this every year. I feel like it's dope every year, because I do it every year. Because I just keep looking at this franchise and going, what? What is it that you don't feel good about, at least on the offensive side of this thing? And now you throw in Kellen Moore. And Kellen Moore is going to be one of the most talked about guys in the league this year. And probably half the audience has no idea who I'm talking about. He was the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. Basically got fired. And Mike McCarthy's going to take over the play calling there. So they think that they're going to get more big plays and everything there. And then Kellen Moore, who had like top 5 offenses, number 1 offenses, the whole time basically he was there with the Dallas Cowboys, comes over and is going to take over with Justin Herbert, who has as much talent as anybody. They signed this Quentin Johnson out of TCU, who was absolutely, one of the most dynamic players there. And then can Keenan Allen stay healthy? Can Mike Williams stay healthy? Is Austin Eckler, who I would think is not going to be in a very good mood this year and wanting to prove something, as all the contract stuff went crazy for running backs this year. So I just keep looking at this thing. Rashawn Slater, Corey Linsley at center. There are some really, really good players on this offense that I think they could be dynamic. They should be dynamic, assuming Bosa and Mack are healthy and good.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.